EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Wright on Samuel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right at.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing is Bowden. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, you got to
picked
feel
up
it,
by
baby.
the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Joey Slye lining up for the point out.
They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Joey Slye to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
To throw is Bowden. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both.
Ball left to be played.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
And Bowden going to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now right. Throwing on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That's the reason we ball for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The play fake. Right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
89. Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
They missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Panthers 20, Patriots, nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Carolina.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6.
Now Bowden. Open man is Robbie Anderson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're running it. It's Michel. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And the Panther.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Pass. Complete to Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4. And it's third.
Back to throw. Right. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Panthers.
Right now on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, right. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Operating from the gun. Right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Joey Slye to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Oh, it shifts past him. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Right on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun. Right. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's got it. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. They get this out left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Right. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
To throw is right. Throwing on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score. Earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Panthers 41, Patriots nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ready? 24 is the mic.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's second down. Throwing again. Right. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Joey Slye for the Panther field goal.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
On the handoff.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
The 2-yard line.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Following the penalty, Michel. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is third and goal.
Let's get off the field. 24 is the mic. Hey.
sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they let him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
They begin with Michel on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Michel, the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And shoving his way inside the 35. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of them.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To Michel on the screen. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Here's Wright. Throwing on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Panther first down.
Operating from the gun. Right. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
He's going to slip. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun, right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Operating from the gun. Right. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Ball carrier taken down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd
and it's Michel once again. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 81 yards. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. From the gun, right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this offense is running away with this one. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run it. This is Michel. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a toss, left side, Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On the ground is Michel, and he is. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
And 15.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Stand up in. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Hey, go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a pickup of 17 there. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Today's final score,
A big offensive explosion helped.